everybody, it's Lexi here coming to you all with another video. This one is going to be another video in my Life After College series talking all about when should you have your life figured out. So if that sounds interesting, then keep watching and let's get started. I haven't done a Life After College video in at least a couple of months now, and I felt like, you know what? It's definitely time for me to do another one. A big question that I get in my inbox is, when should I have my life figured out? Or more to the point, I get the kind of the sentiment, oh my gosh, I don't have my life figured out. I feel like I should have it figured out. I, spent all this time in college thinking I wanted to do this, and now I kind of want to do this, or I don't want to do anything related to what I got my degree in. Like, I feel ridiculous. I feel like I should have it all figured out. Let me stop you right there. I don't think that there's ever going to be a point where you have it all figured out. Mind you, God willing, I have more years in front of me than I do behind me, and I just feel like at this point where I'm at, it's about to be 3 years since I graduated college, and I'm just starting to see that there's a lot of stuff we just don't know and we can't know. And there's this careful balance, I think, between planning your life and then also, adjusting to what life brings to you. I'm still figuring out the balance, if I'm being honest with you, but I feel like I've gotten to a place where I'm much more comfortable with it and I'm less resistant to certain things that happen, because I feel like, as cliche as it is, everything in my life happens for a reason. I don't know that we ever get to a point in our lives where we say, okay, I know exactly what I want to do 5 minutes from now, 5 years from now, 50 years from now, if you have that much time left. I don't think that there's ever a point. I think when you're, depending on what phase you're in your life, is going to really dictate what you see for, what goals you see for yourself. If you're still a student, chances are you're looking to goals for your career, and once you're well into your career, you're probably looking for goals to starting a family should you choose to. So it's just like, it's balance, y'all. It's being able to balance things, just being able to balance knowing that there's going to be uncertainty. Get comfortable with uncertainty. Get comfortable with knowing that you are not going to know everything that's going to happen in your life. And I know it can be frustrating for some people, because especially people like me who feel like, I want to have a roadmap. I want to have things planned out. And I think that it helps to have a roadmap. It does. It helps to have some sort of vision about how you see your life being, but I think it helps more than anything to just being open to things, to being open. And I think what also helps with this and kind of grounding somebody and knowing and having this sense of knowing where they're going is to understand your value system. When you understand what it is that drives you and motivates you and makes you happy, then you can quickly determine if doing this or doing this is going to be something that's going to bring, more happiness to your life, or just going to simply take away from yourself. I think when we're thinking about, where do we want to go in our lives, having a value system and having a really good understanding of yourself will make you more comfortable with dealing with uncertainty. That's just how life is. We simply do not know everything that's going to happen. And yes, you can plan for it, but I think the people who are probably most upset are the people who plan for something, it doesn't turn out the way that they want it to turn out, and they just they can't let that go. They can't let go. Like, I planned this for so long, and they can't let go the fact that that happened for a reason. And I'm still kind of grappling with this. I'm, still trying to kind of center my faith and understand that I feel like God has a plan for me. And so if certain things aren't going the way that I wanted them to go, then there's probably a really good reason for it, and there's probably something else that's going to go even better for me. And I've honestly seen this happen in my life where something didn't go right. I didn't get a certain job when I was still in college, but I got another job that I wanted even more, or I wasn't able to get this job because it was gonna conflict with me having this other job. I've just seen that sometimes my plan is not as good nearly as good as the plan that God has for me. So if you're struggling with knowing what you want to do with your life and feeling like you should have it all figured out, no one has it all figured out. I don't care if someone was their class president and they actually wrote down everything that they want to do every single week and da-da-da-da-da. It does not matter. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's how that person's life is going to unfold. And it doesn't mean that that person is going to want their life to unfold that way once they get to that part of their journey. So I know it can be difficult. I've had to deal with it. I still deal with it sometimes, of dealing with knowing that life is uncertain. And there's going to be things that are tossed my way that I could have never guessed were going to be tossed my way. And there's experiences I've gone through where I've just been like, if you would have told me I was going to go through that when I was like 8 years old, I would have been like, what? That's awful. Or another great experience, I'd be like, what? That's absolutely amazing. So things that can help you with dealing with uncertainty is to stay more present, to drop expectations, and to let go resistance. I think those 3 things will definitely help you get to a place where you're like, okay, I feel like I have kind of a direction that I want to go to in life. I have, you know, an idea, something that I'm really going towards, but I'm also open to what happens, and I'm also in a place where I can adjust to whatever happens in my life. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe because I post new videos every single week. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out my blog, lexidarcel.com, as well as my vlogging channel. I will leave links to both of those below, and I will see you all in my next video. Deuces. As a side note, yes, I did get my hair done. I got my hair twisted. I actually got it done yesterday. By the time this video goes up, it's going to be a couple of days since I actually got my hair done. But I love it. I was just pretty much tired of wearing the same hairstyle, and at the same time, I wanted my hair to be protected, so I went ahead and I got myself some twists. I will leave information to where I got my hair done below. It was a salon, a natural hair salon in Long Beach, actually. So, yeah.